What's up, Corvallis? You're listening to KBVR Corvallis, 88.7 FM. I am DJ Gravy, and for you, I have a very special treat. In the studio live today, we have Yufi⁶⁴. DJ Mothra will be joining us shortly to do a quick interview, but first, they're going to play some sweet tunes. What's up, everybody? You're listening to KBVR Corvallis. I am DJ Gravy, joined by
DJ Mothra.
And this is where you guys say your band name.
Yufi⁶⁴. We are Yufi⁶⁴. That was perfectly in sync.
Oh, yeah, totally. So you guys just played a set in our TV studio.
That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks to...
Not the set, the studio.
The set was cool, too.
Yeah.
Awesome too.
The studio is so cool. You guys really got it on lock here.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming in. Cool. That last song we played was by Curse League, which features one of your members, Chester, from the new album Laying by the Fire in Good Company. That track was Dunes of Yuma. That band's really good. This band's really good. When did y'all get your start, y'all?
We actually got our start a while ago. So like we released an EP like 4 days ago, but we've been like a thing for like 2-ish years. Our first show was like in March of 2017, so like a year and a half ago. So it took us a long time. Like first show to like releasing EP took us like a year and a half. So we're pretty stoked to have that out. But yeah, we've been a thing for like a year and a half, 2 years.
Awesome. Is this your first tour together?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Where have y'all headed so far?
So we were in Olympia yesterday. So we did Seattle 2 days ago, and then Olympia, and we're heading to LA eventually. So we'll do a couple, or one more day. We're in Eugene tomorrow.
Corvallis today.
Corvallis tonight, yeah.
And where are you playing in Corvallis tonight?
The Inner Zone Cafe. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'm very excited for it.
I am too. Where did y'all sort of find your sound? I know a lot of you are really into math rock, but adding in the more video game aspect, where did you sort of land on that?
I feel like honestly it's just from playing a lot of video games like growing up. I just like a lot. I mean, we just like video game music. So as for finding the sound, it was basically like we really like math rock and we really like video games. So like it's kind of like when you have like peanut butter and chocolate and you're like, wow, you got chocolate in my peanut butter. It's kind of like that. I don't know.
And I guess my follow-up question, is that where you guys got your name too? Yufi⁶⁴, is that just from...
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much. I mean 64 is obviously a reference to 64 bits, but you know, Nintendo 64. And then Yufi is actually a character in Final Fantasy VII. Which is not for the Nintendo 64, but it was originally Final Fantasy. I actually don't know the actual story, but what I heard was that Final Fantasy VII was like supposed to be released on the N64, and there was going to be like some peripheral like disk drive sort of thing that you could like plug into the N64. So like Nintendo was trying to like build that thing, and then eventually like they actually contacted Sony to build the thing, and then they like canceled the contract. I'm like rambling right now.
That's okay. It's interesting. It's about how you guys got your name.
And then Sony canceled the contract, was like, we're just gonna make our own freaking thing, and then they made the PlayStation. So the Final Fantasy VII developers were like, whoa, the PlayStation has like discs, which means like superior audio and superior graphics, and oh my god. So yeah, so I guess Yufi⁶⁴ was kind of like
like a token to what could have been.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. I have my little sheet here, and it just says what's your name and where you're from.
Cool.
Did we cover you guys are from Seattle, Washington, right?
Yeah, Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
United States, North America.
Awesome. What's the math rock scene like there as far as other bands?
Curse League. And then there's an awesome band called Don Forgetti. They are the homies.
They're on tour right now.
They're actually, yeah, they are definitely on tour right now.
Where are they going?
They're honestly, we're like kind of going down like the same way. I think they're veering off east a little bit though, but we will be playing San Francisco on the same night. So if you're in San Francisco, go to our show. Not
You can
theirs.
go to both. I feel like ours starting really late.
Oh yeah, you could just go to. Oh my god, that's gonna be so great.
Everyone should go to
Yeah,
both shows.
yay, that's so awesome.
So who are some of your like inspirations? Like, what are bands you look up to for inspiration in your writing and in your playing?
I think for me, one of like the biggest inspirations for how we sound is I want to say like Tennyson, if you've ever heard of them. They're like an electronic, I mean, they're like an electronic artist, but it's like a brother-sister duo, and they're just like, they're just so great. So that's like a lot of the electronic sort of components are like big influence from like video games. And then I feel like I heard how to like apply electronics in a way that I kind of liked by like listening to Tennyson a lot, I feel like. And then a lot of math rock we could name. I mean, Curse League's a big one for me.
Me too.
Like big influence for why Yufi⁶⁴ is a thing, which is cool to have a Curse League member in the group. It's really cool. But yeah, let's just name off some math rock groups. What do you guys think?
Wanna go Ian?
Influence? Or not math rock groups?
Or non-math rock.
If we're talking about how to say, the question was how we got this, like the sound specifically. With
Yeah, like what are your personal inspirations and how did that kind of contribute to your overall?
As the drummer, like I like Todd wrote most of the material, and it probably goes back to your question about like the video game sounds too. Like the EP as a work is all written by Todd, so that's why it's very coherent, and the energy across it is you can kind of dig it the same. And then what was cool is that he programmed everything, so everything is done in MIDI. So when we first learned the tunes, I played it to like a MIDI piano, and the bass I think was a bass, but it was still like Ableton bass. Okay. And then he threw in the drum samples that sounded the way that he correct me if I'm wrong. But he's like, okay, I want this section really busy, but I don't really know how to write a drum part, so I'm just gonna like
in jazz, like leave a little box.
One of those like samples and just throw it in there. So then it was up to myself to like actually kind of fill it in. Okay. So that was, I mean, so inspiration wise, I don't know, like lately I've been listening to a lot of Go-Go Penguin, and I know that my snare is like too poppy for right now, stuff right now. But it's really cool because basically all I get is the hits. Everything else I can fill in. Yeah. And I listen to, I don't know, a lot of the jazz stuff that I listen to right now I can hear a lot of our meter changes. Yeah. In some like Hiromi or Go-Go Penguin.
I feel like math rock has kind of a really jazzy like underfeel to it a lot of times, just because of the metering and the kind of not syncopation, but the way that the notes are laid out. Yeah. And it's like the transition between rock and jazz, I feel like a lot of the time.
There are some like very jazzy like math rock groups that are like Monobody are super.
And Spiller, who
we're playing with
Spiller is great. They did a set here for one of the sessions here, and they blew us away. They played my house, which is really cool.
I still need to go see more of them live, because every time I go back to that Spiller session, I'm like, man, that was good.
Yeah, they're so amazing. They're such good musicians.
Because Kersley played with them last, right? Is that true?
Yeah. We played with them at Interzone.
Yeah, great. Cool. Back in February. There'll be a natural pairing tomorrow in Eugene. So if people can't go to the show tonight in Corvallis at Interzone at 7, where can they go in Eugene?
It's a house.
Pizza Planet.
Oh, Pizza Planet. Cool. Yeah. That's Jackson's house, for those in the know out there. So Pizza Planet in Eugene.
Everyone go to Jackson's house.
Cool.
That's great.
We're going to take a really quick break, and then we're going to come back with Yufi⁶⁴. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to KBVR Corvallis, home of 88.7 KBVR TV, and today Yufi⁶⁴. Welcome back, guys.
Yufi⁶⁴.
So during the break, we were talking a little bit about just kind of what you guys have been up to. You guys have a new EP, right?
Yeah, we do.
Where can the listeners find that?
It'd be online, so ask your parents before you log on, and then it's www.Yufi⁶⁴, that's YUFI, then a 6, then a 4, .bandcamp, that's .com.
Well, awesome. Cool.
You also mentioned that, again, we're making the Curse League connection. That's a member of Curse League, other than Chester, got onto the EP as well.
Yeah.
You want to mention that?
I mean, so we were recording this one song on the EP, and honestly, we recorded most of the EP like way earlier, and then like there was like one day that we all came in, and it was like, all right, we're gonna just like listen to the EP and make sure that it's like mixed well and everything. And we got in the last like that day that was just supposed to be like our listen to the mix day to like finalize it to send it to be mastered, and we were like, what if we just recorded one more song? So we spent like many hours doing that. I was like, it'll take like 30 minutes. And it just took so long. But during a couple of those hours, Kai from Curse League, other guitar player in Curse League, popped in because we were he was just grabbing some stuff from where we were recording, and I was like, there was like the song we were recording was going to be the first one on the record, and it opens up like the first guitar chord on it is like just this big like bong, and I was like gonna play it, and then Kai walked in and I was like, celebrity shot, Kai, you should play this one. And he did, and it sounds 10 times better because he did it.
Took him 8 takes to do it too.
Yeah. Wow. It's literally like one power chord
That's
in
really
3
funny.
different spots. But
Yeah?
I'm glad
it
that
sounds
you
great.
said that because I was expecting him to just be like, yeah, no problem, like boom, and then be done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
No.
You had to like keep
He's
doing
not.
it.
He's no Chester. one take Chester right here. I've never seen him take 2 tries on anything ever. One and done.
Just one and done. It's
Yeah.
either the best thing ever or, you know.
No, it's actually always just
It's
that.
always the
It's
best thing
always
ever.
just that.
So we got a couple more minutes before we'll save this for the end. You had mentioned playing drums on one of the Curse League tracks. Do you guys play multiple instruments, and like what else do you guys play besides like drums and guitar and stuff?
I'll start. Let's see. I started on piano. I played saxophone in middle school and high school, and then I dropped all of that for guitar in bass.
Yeah.
And then I also I drummed a little bit, just like did some punk bands in like senior year in high school. So that's why I can play all 3.
Cool.
I mostly played anything percussion. I play keys in another project, but and then I play the jazz vibes. So yeah, aside from math rock, I just play.
So what is a jazz vibe?
Oh, vibraphone.
Oh, okay,
It's-
like the thing with the 4 mallets. That's,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
4/2. What I usually just tell people that it's a xylophone, but it's made out of metal.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But if you trivia, it's the first like all American made mallet instrument because
Whoa.
they were trying to mimic the vibrato of the voice. That's why there's those discs in there that turn.
Oh, really?
Give it a vibrato. And xylophones and marimba are not American made, but the vibraphone is. And it's cool.
Cool.
Good to know.
I guess I played like bass, like a double bass, like the big
Uh-huh.
dum, 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 in like orchestra until my senior year of high school. I mean, like I played it through all of high school, and then also was like playing guitar since like middle school. And then I feel like I don't think I've touched like a dum, 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 like stand-up bass in like since high school. So it's like a number of years. But it's fun. So I mainly just play guitar and Ableton, I guess.
That's a skill. I've messed around a little bit with trying to record MIDI tracks, and I'm just not very good at it. So like playing Ableton is definitely like an instrument.
Yeah, I also have like a MIDI guitar pickup on my guitar, so that's why like at the very beginning of the set I was playing, but it sounded like a corny pan flute. It was like doo, 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 doo. So yeah,
You're really on it with the sound effects.
There's a children's book in here somewhere.
You guys don't even need MIDI anymore. You could just have him record all the sounds.
just microphones,
Yeah.
all over. No, but yeah, that makes making music in Ableton, like tracking MIDI, actually really fun
Yeah.
because I feel really comfortable on a guitar and I don't know how to play piano, so like playing piano like lends itself very naturally to like composing music via MIDI.
Yeah.
Playing guitar not as much, but if you have like a
But if you're good at playing guitar, then you might as well use the resource.
exactly,
right?
yeah. So I mean, I'm not good at playing guitar, but but yeah. So I just threw a MIDI pickup on there, and it's like really cool.
And then you guys had some shout outs you wanted to give for people that helped on the EP. We're like in our last few minutes here, so
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Shout out Cameron Heck for mixing our record
Yeah.
and recording us.
Yeah, Cameron, like this is like as much a creative project as ours as it is of Cameron's, honestly. Like he made like weird beeps and boops sound like awesome. And then also Alex, his partner, is just like while we were recording was just like throwing her instruments at us. It's like, oh, try this like bass. It's like a fretless bass, and we're just like, oh, cool. And she was just like there and like being super awesome. It was like so great.
Cool.
And then Nick Wilbur at what's it called?
Oh, The Unknown.
The Unknown. Yeah, it's a mastering place inside like this awesome like church with like cavernous reverb. It's so cool.
Oh,
but
cool.
yeah, he like mastered our record, and he was super sweet person. Other shouts out go to Kai for that chord at the beginning. Kai from Curse League, that was sweet.
Nathan Wolf for our tapes.
Yeah, Nathan Wolf for the tapes. Shouts out Nathan.
Mike and Greg for the shirts.
Mike and Greg for the shirts from Restless Prince. We've got shirts and they are really cute, and that's because Mike and Greg printed them, and Sam Strickland did the art. Sam Strickland is so great at art and stuff. So if you need art, samstrickland.com. I don't think that's a real website, but
It will be.
yeah, it should be for sure.
Well, all right. I think we're just about wrapped up here.
Yeah, so again, for our listeners, we're listening to Yufi⁶⁴ here in studio. We just had a set from them for Fourth Floor Underground, an impromptu set on a Saturday.
Yeah.
We made it work. So, and thank you again, guys. That was fantastic.
Thank you guys.
Thank
can
you.
listen
Yeah.